look at these sentences. They were being guided. They were being helped. They were being taught. They were being supported. They were being encouraged. Now just read these 5 sentences. They were being guided. They were being helped. They were being taught. They were being supported. They were being encouraged. In these sentences, they is called subject. This part of the sentence is called subject, and we have been learning about the uses of verb. So this is verb. And here, if you observe carefully, we are taking the help of being, B-E-I-N-G. This is in continuous form. Guided, helped, taught, supported, encouraged. These are the past participle forms of the verbs. They were being guided, they were being helped, they were being taught, they were being supported, they were being encouraged. These are the action verbs done by somebody else. That is the specialty of these sentences. Grammar calls them past continuous passive voice. They are called past continuous passive voice sentences. What is happening in these sentences? She did all these actions, but she is not getting any importance here. Here we are talking about these people. These people did not do these actions. These actions happened to them. These actions were done to them, but they were not the doers. The doer of these 5 actions is this lady. So when you are downplaying, when you are giving less importance, when you are giving less significance to the doer, this type of sentences are used. For example, if you go to the background, she was guiding them, she was helping them, she was teaching them, she was supporting them, she was encouraging them. In those sentences, she was getting importance. When you rewrite them like this, which is called passive voice in grammar, these people come to the beginning, so they are getting importance. And the doer of these 5 actions, she is not getting importance. In fact, we can avoid her. We can ignore the doer, because doer is of no value here. They were being guided, that's it. Even that sentence also is complete and meaningful. They were being guided, they were being helped, they were being taught, they were being supported. If it is necessary, it is your wish. If you want to say they were being encouraged by her, they were being supported by her. So this is the way of using verb. We call it passive voice past continuous. Now, if you have large number of ED2 forms, past participle forms, you can make more sentences. This is fixed. Verbing, it is fixed. And here you can at the most use 4 types of subjects. We were, you were, they were, any plural noun like children were. But these are replaceable. If you have large, more and more past participle forms, you can make more sentences. So make large number of sentences at stage 1. Then go to stage 2 and make 4 variations with each form. They were being guided. They were not being guided. Were they being guided? Weren't they being guided? They were being helped by her, positive form. They were not being helped by her, negative form. Were they being helped by her, positive question? Weren't they being helped by her, negative question? They were being taught, they were not being taught. Were they being taught? Weren't they being taught? They were being supported, they were not being supported. Were they being supported? Weren't they being supported? They were being encouraged. They were not being encouraged. Were they being encouraged by her? Weren't they being encouraged by her? So this is the next use of verb in English language called past continuous passive voice. Now let us discuss the last use of verb after this.